can't see anything. Are we live?
Are we live?
It'll tell you in the corner how many viewers you have and shit too.
What corner?
One of the top ones.
Oh. We are live. The video,
Oh, this
the
started
thing
out
was
good.
the thing was taken. All right, welcome to Pardon Our Politics
Reset.
vlog number 1. Shithole Fiasco.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically this is our first video that we're ever doing on this page. We had a bunch of stuff on the page, just our little politics, ramblings, rants, videos, all that stuff, good or bad.
Yep.
And so the whole idea of this is basically talk obviously about politics, but myself and Brianna both have different views, maybe some aligning, some different. We all learn from each other. We're not one-sided, we're not left, we're not right, and we'll go more into that here in a second.
I'm a dirty fence sitter.
I don't even know what that means.
It means you're it's what
You whore.
it's you're a political whore. That's what it means.
Also, just a heads up, this podcast is 100% raw. There's as far as the vlogs, the whole introduction of this vlog is just simple, like stuff like the whole shithole case, which we'll get into. It might be about taxes, what's new, what Oprah Winfrey said this week, whatever. I mean, it's just something small and simple, and obviously we'll have other videos, maybe something that go way more in depth, go into different venues or segues and overall weeks that could take hours. It all depends, but this vlog should be somewhat short. Could be long depending on how crazy it is. This whole shithole thing might not be too long, but
because there's not much.
There's not much to talk about. We just have ranting stuff, but that's all it'll really be. So that's the whole idea with the vlogs. When you see vlog number 1, we'll have other videos more in depth as far as our podcast and whatnot. The channel is basically we post certain stuff. Whether it's me and Brianna are the only admins right now. Maybe later we might have different people that post on there later on. People we like and maybe not like, but we just like to rant with them, debate with them. It's all for good fun and politics in the end.
I want to get a progressive. I really do.
Like a legit progressive
like
that we fuck with? Like he's like the ugly duckling?
Not to be mean, but to legitimately understand what they're coming from. Because, to us, we think they're retarded.
I know where they're coming from. A lot of progressive ideas are nice, but they don't work that way. There's too much greed in this country, so...
Well,
okay, but that's basically the channel. We post a lot of stuff. I mean, this is just something we started with. A Facebook page, the easiest, it's the cheapest for people like us. We're middle class people, have our own families going.
If you hear a baby in the background,
yeah. If there's a lot of background, we don't have a fancy studio. We ain't like these top dollar podcasts as of right now. We don't have our own studio sound check. We don't have our own babysitters.
No, I can't afford a babysitter.
My wife's sitting on the floor in front of me, so if you hear us pause and laugh, it's because our wife and my wife and her husband are in the ground, and we just have a good time and fucking crack it up and whatnot. But that's basically overall video of this, and what we try to get out of this. It's just fun. It's about learning. That's one of the big things.
Common ground.
So,
we want to find common ground.
Common ground, yeah. So, Pardon Our Politics, there's nothing here. It's not Fox News. It's not CNN. It's not left. It's not right. It's not progressive. It's not North Korea.
North Korea.
It goes all over the place. We learn new stuff. We hate new stuff. We may not like each other in the end. I don't know. But this is a rant.
I'm stuck with him either way because he's married to my husband.
True. All right, let's segue into this. So, since this being our first, some people that may watch this live now or in the near future watching this, or as a subscribers,
5 people who like this
video. We have 8 likes right now as of what is today, January 16th.
Today's 13th.
What, 13th?
We
have 8
now.
likes, so if this is in the future, this would be crazy watching it, and I like seeing that and having a bunch of subscribers. So if you watch this, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy that we progress, and we're gonna be progressive in this Pardon Our Politics and all that.
Progressives just turned into such a dirty word.
Correct. So let's segue into introducing ourselves. You want to start first or me?
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Okay. The beauty before
brain. Yeah,
Bitch.
beauty brain. Fuck you.
Okay. Also, I don't think we mentioned this part. It's 100% raw. I think I said that, but by raw meaning we're gonna say whatever the fuck we want. It's gonna be very explicit. I mean, if anybody knows us, the way we converse, I don't think we can go out without a sentence without saying fuck or cunt.
Speak
or
for
something.
yourself, bitch.
Okay, you probably could. I'm very.
No, my child's first word's gonna be, oh goddamn.
Yeah, probably. But anyways, let's segue into introducing ourselves. So, ladies first. My name is Anthony Guerin. I'm 6 foot, 200 pounds. I like going. No. All right. So politics. Politics ranks about. I didn't give a single fuck. My whole family, you know, I guess was Democrat. I don't know. They didn't even vote. Most of my family doesn't vote. On my dad's side, they do vote though, and they're very.
I thought your dad's side was Republican.
They are. They vote. They are very Republican, and you know, it's fun to talk with them even before, because I like to fuck with them, and they're Mormon, by the way, which is even fun too.
Do they wear magical undies?
Possibly. They shop at Fred Meyer's.
Really mean.
But we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But I have no agenda. I don't really. I mean, I like certain stuff on both sides. I don't like sides really. As you'll come to know and talks further with vlogs and videos that we do, get more into it. I like what's best for me and my family, and overall what would be good for the country. Not everything's going to be the same, and I can see that. If you live life correctly and you aren't fucking entitled or anything or enabled, you'll come to know that, especially coming from I want to say I had the roughest background, but you know, I went through I wasn't entitled or anything. So I just basically what I like to do, which is what most people do, and thankfully you're in a country where you can vote, or hopefully vote what you like, and hopefully your vote fucking means something. And I truly believe that. And I didn't really vote. I haven't even got a chance to vote yet.
What do you mean?
With working. I mean, like I said, I didn't get into politics. I was one of those guys that believed my vote.
I need to teach you about early voting then.
Yes, I don't like lines either. So
that's why I always early vote.
I wish they could do it on the phone, just like Facebook pops up and you just.
Nah,
maybe in the future, I don't know. But I did not vote. I have not voted yet. I will be this next term.
Never vote.
Or even the county.
So
Yeah, like, I mean, I wanted to. What was it? The primaries?
Yeah.
When they were coming here to Texas. I was going to go there, but unfortunately, like I said, I'm middle class and I like excuses. I ended up working a 12-hour shift that day, and I couldn't make it. So, but I should have. I really should have. And just for everybody to put it out there, because I don't mind. I don't give a shit. We can discuss. I was going to vote for Bernie Sanders, so. But we'll go more into that. It was either that or Trump, and Bernie Sanders just had a good talking game.
In the primaries, you don't actually have to vote for a presidential nominee.
True. And then, like I said,
in the election, you could omit from
and
just not
correct.
vote and vote for the policies or the.
That's why she's on this. Because I wouldn't. This wouldn't be. Yeah, and so. I'm just like an average Joe. I'm probably like most people, and most people don't vote. But that's one reason why I want to start this podcast. One, I can learn more, because it would actually force me to look into stuff a lot more and gather more information, and maybe I could have an agenda or something, or which way I lean. But that's the whole start. Yeah, I just here to learn. I have certain stuff I like. I like certain stuff on the Democratic side. I like certain libertarian views. All that stuff, Republicans, all that stuff. So I contradict, so I can't say which way I am. What about you, Bree?
Well,
start off with your name.
Shut up and let me talk. Jesus, got a mansplain in this bitch, don't you? Hi, I'm Green Helwig. About my political views, I'm pretty much in the center for most things. I don't really align with conservative, liberal. If I had to choose one, it'd probably be the Libertarian, even though the Libertarian Party has got to get its shit together.
It needs more funding.
It does not need more. They need to freaking...
Whoa, keep it. I'm sorry.
That is a
This is why we have other videos, because we get in the full shit. Anyways, I'm sorry. Libertarian.
About me, I grew up learning quite a bit about politics through my grandfather, who was a hardcore Democrat to the day he died. He was a serviceman. Wrote had his own paper at one point in time, and so he taught me just about everything I knew. And
he instilled it, or just you learned from him? I
learned from him. If he'd instilled it, I would have been a Democrat.
Yeah, probably. That's true. A true Democrat, I guess. Like,
he was old school Democrat for the middle class.
Gotcha. You just got influenced politically and learning about politics. Getting into politics.
Getting into it, why it was important.
So totally opposite. I had nobody. You actually had somebody to learn from.
I did.
You were like a wolf. I was a sheep. In the political thing.
I guess. It was always I was always taught that it was really important to understand what's going on in government, and you have to work in it and be a part of it. And
yeah, that is true, because there's so much that goes on, I mean, nowadays, like back then, like back in the 90s, or even when I was in high school, early 2000s, there wasn't like how it is today, where you can get a notification on your phone.
Yeah.
And read something that may be like fake news, or even some other stuff, or different topics, and then you can go further. You can go down that rabbit hole via Google or whatever your political site is, and get way into it. You didn't have that, but I mean, if you wanted that, you'd have to go to like a library, or even the DC or whatever, some national library where they have like all the law books and shit. But cool.
Yeah.
Would you that fully cover your introduction, or you got more?
I don't know. Is it?
I think that was good.
I think
that's basic. Good. I mean, like we'll be better at introduction, and you'll
we'll get the hang of this. This is our first go round.
Yeah, true. All right, so segue into it. Topic, vlog number 1: shithole places. So this whole past week, what was it? January. This is January 13th, 2018. This past week, it's been blowing up everywhere. Social media. I don't even have TV. I watch Netflix most of the time, but yeah, it's everywhere. People are making a big deal about it, whether pro or cons. Basically, President Trump with a comment talking about alleged comment, talking down shithole places, shithole countries. He's talking about why would we help out all these shithole countries, or why we have to deal with all these shithole countries. I'm paraphrasing. But so that's the whole thing, talking about shithole places. Brianna's got the whole facts on it.
I do not have all the facts.
Okay, not the facts,
because we don't even know if this is real.
Yeah, we don't, and that's the funny thing that we're going to talk more into. So let's just, Brianna, explain what the whole deal is, how it started.
First brought by, I believe, all my notes are on the phone that we are currently using to video. So
just give it your best shot.
Oh God.
We're not getting paid for this.
I get all of 4 hours of sleep at night, and I gotta pull it from my head. All right. Basically, this story broke through the Washington Post, I believe.
Bezos site. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, continue.
And it was alleged through a source. That has been named. I just can't remember. I had it. It's
I got you. So it came via a source that we don't know as of right now. We don't know, but you can
look it up. I believe it was a senator. Anyway.
Was the source?
Yeah. The source. In a private DACA meeting, Trump said he would much rather have immigrants from Norway versus quote unquote shithole countries, referring
to like third world countries or something,
African
the poor
countries,
basically like the immigration stuff we have now, like Hispanics, I guess Africans. I don't think that's ever a problem. So,
Middle
Middle
East,
East, right? Would Middle East
yeah.
probably be one? All that stuff. I don't know. I mean, like I said, this is
I
all fucking
there.
alleged, and it basically all these news and all that is like clickbaiting or whatever
yeah.
they're doing. They're doing their job, I guess, but it's causing a fiasco. Media once again causing this fiasco.
I really think I just love watching the shitstorm.
I think it's funny because I mean these people haven't. I mean I know it's their job, but it's just crazy how people get so worked up about a comment like this, and
I like the
especially someone that's far on the left, basically trying to call out Trump and impeach him for saying shithole with our freedom of speech and shit and all that.
They don't
And
like
then
that
you got
freedom.
and then you got people on the Republican side, you know, just supporting him and all that.
blindly supporting. I mean,
I guess blindly supporting due to
But
the,
again,
to the
like,
party for the
I
party.
hate defending Trump. I'm not a big Trump fan. Not. I just would rather we talk about real issues, such as his surveillance plan that just got extended for 6 years, which is what this whole shithole country thing is covering up.
So basically to sum it up, he was in a private meeting with the senator. That was a source, or was what was it?
It was a It was a meeting with the
So
DACA
the committee, right?
Yeah.
So that's just basically what DACA is. It's a committee of senators or
DACA
or
is
whatever
the,
high officials that were appointed for that, right? It's basically dreamers.
Yeah, it's an
Or
immigration
immigration
policies.
policy, basically a
Yeah.
group of people that control how the immigration, or or influence. Would you say influence?
Yeah, DACA
Just
is
trying to do a basic understanding of it.
remember,
I know it's hard because you don't ever know. It's just like you know.
I'm trying to remember what DACA actually is. The DAC is a law, or was a law from the Obama era. DACA was. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think my notes.
My notes.
This we'll be better prepared.
But basically,
next
DACA.
time.
If you don't know, Google that shit. DACA. If I spelled that right, hopefully.
You did.
Okay, sweet. So basically, it's about immigration, right?
Yeah.
So they're
it's what
behind. Were
everyone's
they
protesting,
open?
the
Obviously,
Dreamer thing,
since
all
this is
that.
from a source, obviously it wasn't open. They didn't have CNN.
You
people
know,
there.
it was
They
a
didn't have Fox
private. It was
News.
a private.
It was
meeting.
private, right?
Yeah.
So basically, there's really no proof. It's just basically on what people
It's
say, right?
all he said. He said.
So this source was part of it, or
Yeah, it was a senator.
he was a senator on the
com-
committee.
in the meeting.
Okay, so it was a senator part of the DACA meeting with the president, or
Yeah, it
the
was
president.
a meeting with
It was a meeting with the president. Okay.
To discuss the policy changes that the bipartisan policy changes that he actually denied. Trump denied them, and
Okay. So this was the source. Was he, I guess, Republican, Democrat, Independent?
I do
Not
believe.
sure.
If I had to go on a wild guess, I think it was a Democrat.
You would think so with how the allegations are going and all that.
because Republicans.
I don't think Republican would call
not-
him out.
would
I don't
not
think
call
so.
him
I don't
out,
know.
no.
You never know. I mean, Ted Cruz fucking posted a porn clip on Twitter and all that. So I don't
that was the funny thing about that was
it was clickable, and he actually liked it, or he commented on it.
No, he it was a like, but he has this very anti-pornography stance.
Yeah, he seems like one of those hard Christians
Yeah,
or
he's-
Baptist. I don't know what he is.
I
I'm
don't
not
know
gonna
what he
go,
is
but
either.
he's seems like one of those hardcore Christian people
Yeah,
that you see on the
conservative
poster
Christians.
boards.
Yeah.
I guess so, like super conservative.
Ted Cruz and Kevin from The Office are the same person.
But okay, so he basically put this out, and I guess because on a lot of the stuff I've been seeing, it's been paraphrased.
Yeah, well,
talking about literally the word shithole and talking about why would we help out these other shithole
well,
countries.
you
Whatever.
can't
I'm paraphrasing.
even say literally because we don't know what he said.
Correct. So
There's
you're going
no
off
proof.
of someone's word that in probably a very long meeting, I would assume,
Yeah.
over immigration. I don't know how long it was. Nobody knows how long it was. Well, maybe somebody that was outside the door when it closed and
Sure.
opened.
You can
but-
find the schedule for it.
Yeah.
We just vastly unprepared for this.
Vastly, I mean, we're not 100% notes right now, but we're just basically talking over and we got a rant coming up about it.
We have a rant.
I guess so. You said rant.
This is ranting.
Yeah, it kind of it's a mixture of it. It's a mixture of the story and the rant.
Why do you think ranting just means like going off onto left field and turn the frogs gay, Alex Jones style?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, then no, I was not talking about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
My bad.
Shithole. He said it was a shithole, and now it's
Allegedly.
That was it, and now it just went everywhere and all that.
It's blown up.
And it's blown up extremely beyond proportion.
Which I'm kind of glad we're no longer talking about Oprah for president, because that's just a really bad idea. Let's not turn our government into another celebrity, shit show.
Yeah, that is true.
So there's that. Positives.
Well, that was a media outburst there too, and it seemed like it was very heavily media on that. But just like this Trump thing, and you pretty much got like CNN, of course, blowing it up out of proportion, and then you got Fox, and then you got Fox News getting everybody trying to defend it and seeing if he's wrong and why. I mean, and then saying that like legitly these places are shithole countries he's talking about.
He was talking about like Libya has a slave trade, so there's that.
Still active, what, million if not billions of dollars?
Yeah.
Slave trade still. Motherfuckers here still talking about slavery 300 years ago. It's still going on, motherfucker. Stop.
150
or whatever. Yeah.
Wait, what year is it?
2018.
2018, 18.
They're doing it well beyond. Yeah.
1860.
But it's still going on, and people are bringing that shit up like my ancestors slavery or whatever. And the same thing with the Chinese, but I mean, and the Irish, all that stuff, and the shit's still going on around the world. So I mean, it's just crazy bringing up around proportions and impeachment and shit. I don't think you're gonna impeach the motherfucker. He had to do something really crazy, but
to be able to impeach, even if he by some miracle,
I think more than a Twitter or a comment, like shit.
Well, yeah, you actually have to violate the Constitution.
Yeah.
We've had a total of 2 presidents in our history get impeached, which at both times it was just overturned by the Senate. I think the House impeaches and the Senate, and then it goes to the Senate and they have to agree to it.
Correct.
Or it's the opposite way. Off the top of my head. But it goes to one part of Congress and they vote, and then the other part of Congress. Just like checks and balances. And so we've had impeached president. Bill Clinton was impeached, but it was
everybody knows that, especially nowadays. Who was the first one? Do you know? Just curious.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
No, Nixon resigned.
Nixon resigned.
Oh, that's right.
No, this was it. Andrew
That was my wife.
Jackson. It was
It wasn't Jackson. I don't know.
It was.
If somebody knows, message us. If not, we're gonna
comment.
You can comment, and if not, we'll look it up probably if you remember.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
So get back on topic. So that was the whole thing. So it was a senator. We don't know who it was. Maybe they know who it was. Okay, you read it this morning.
I did. It's out there. I just
it
can't.
is out there. And what was the president? And the president was talking about or basically getting rid of the bipartisan. You said right?
Bipartisan.
Bipartisan.
It was a Okay,
what is that?
Bipartisan means when Democrats and Republicans come together.
And so he was mad at
the
inflation of it, or what?
I don't think Trump was mad. He just denied the plan.
He just spoke openly like he normally does?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
We're gossiping right now.
I don't know.
We're ranting right now. So that's good. You don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
So, but the whole thing was talking about that, correct?
It was a meeting to discuss the bipartisan plan, which Trump denied. He did not like it. He said no.
Because he wants either... What do you think he wants? He denied it because...
He wants to build the wall, man.
He just wants to build the wall, right? Okay. Because that's what's stopping him, right? Or
no, that's not what's stopping him.
What's stopping him? Finances and all that, or something?
Yeah,
so this is just a committee, right? It's just kind of like the Black Caucus or something?
Well, he wants to... part of his... platform while running for president was he wanted to send the Dreamers, which what Dreamers are people who came to this country at a very young age with their parents. They were not born here, but they were too young to know their home country. It's kind of the, should we punish people for the sins of their parents? It's a morally gray area.
Yeah.
You know, I think there should be some path of citizenship for these people, and especially if they're very productive members of society.
Yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. But I mean, I think a lot of people don't do it because of the way it's set up and how long it takes and the process and all that. And they can, if they can get away with it with just with how it is right now. I mean, what's the big deal? Until someone like Trump comes in saying he's gonna fucking boot him back home. Which, I mean, if I was in their shoe, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah.
I knew a lot of people. I'm an electrician, so I work in the construction field. And I remember that day Trump got elected, and there was nobody on the job site because they were so fucking scared that their family members and all that were going to get kicked out. So, and I was like, you can't technically do that. I mean, that's still illegal.
Well, if they're here legally,
if they're here illegally, they can kick them out. But if you have like the work visa and all that, I mean, you're good, dude. I mean, you need to stop listening to that negative news stuff that tells you they're going to kick your ass out and all that. I mean,
it's all fair.
Do some research and shit.
Hold
on. Casey Ho, someone posted our first. It says Andrew Jackson, 17th president.
Thank
was
you,
impeached.
babe.
Sweet.
I told you it was.
I don't know. I just remember he was a dickhead.
He was. He had colors for his slaves. Fun fact about Andrew Jackson, was the founding father of the Democratic Party.
Ironic. I heard he was a son of a bitch too. Like he killed like so many people.
He's
a fucking mercenary shit. Like
if one of his slaves were running away, he offered a reward, dead or alive.
I'm sure a lot of
for
people
the return.
did. I mean, from what I read, I mean, I can't imagine it. So I totally get that.
Democratic Party. Then.
Yep. Which I didn't know, that whole flop. With the way that people do it.
That's
I'm just saying what most people. It is a gray area, but when I first learned that, I was like, it makes sense. So technically, the values and the beliefs on that. So that's one thing I like. I like learning and all that.
Debate.
It is, but I mean, I guess it's a soul belief and all that. It's like a theory?
The theory of the Great Switch, all right? All the races suddenly became Republicans and all the good, caring people became Democrats. Johnson, not Jackson.
Andrew Johnson. Oh, shit. Okay.
Andrew Jackson was still...
He was still a son of a bitch.
Yeah. All right.
In a good way, I guess. I don't know. He killed a lot of people.
He was not a good person. He killed a lot of Native Americans. He killed a
lot of Native Americans, man. Yeah.
My people.
Son of a bitch.
Where was I? Andrew Johnson. What did he get impeached for?
Casey.
Casey,
look it up, dude. Casey Hellwig, look up why did Johnson get impeached. Did he get a blowy from his secretary too?
That's not why Bill Clinton got impeached.
But that's what everyone thinks, right?
Technically,
because
he got impeached because he lied. I think.
Yeah.
He lied under oath.
He lied under oath, yes.
Yeah.
And that's
why.
I mean,
if you just would own the blowjob, man.
Yeah, just say, hey, I got it. Hillary doesn't do a good job. She don't go down on me.
If you ever look at the two of them, that was a marriage.
They look totally like House of Cards shit, like
a business,
Netflix House of Cards. Yeah, it was an agreement.
It was
the agreement was just sleeping maybe in the same across the room. Maybe they have two separate king size beds.
I think they got what is her name, Chelsea.
Yes, Chelsea Clinton.
You
think she was a tube baby or something?
I think she was a tube baby.
Probably.
Turkey baster.
She definitely looks like a Clinton, though.
Oh, I'm not saying that she's not a Clinton. I'm just saying that I don't think there was sex involved
right now,
with that baby.
if you see me looking down, I'm trying to figure out what he exactly said. But there is an updated thing. This is on CNN that I'm looking at. But it is a Trump tweet. It is a screenshot of Donald J. Trump. Verified, real Donald Trump. I don't know if you can see that.
You can't see that.
You probably can't see it, but it is a Twitter tweet. It's basically him saying on January 12, 2018, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm surprised he's up that early. But the language used by me at the DACA meeting was tough. But this was not the language used. So he's saying
that he didn't say
that he didn't say it.
It's a he said argument.
But, yeah, pretty much it is.
And depending on if you like Trump or you don't like Trump, you're going to believe what you're going to believe.
Yes. And it says, to finish it, it says, what was really tough was the outlandish proposal made a big setback for DACA. So that was yesterday at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And spokesperson Ross Shaw did not deny the shithole remark on Thursday evening. Blah, blah, blah. Trump later tweeted Friday morning that he never said anything derogatory about Haitians other than Haiti is
Haiti.
obviously a very poor and troubled country.
Thanks to the Clintons.
So it was and the hurricanes.
Well, the Clinton Foundation royally screwed the Haitian people.
Yeah.
They built a textile factory.
It created jobs, didn't it?
No, it didn't.
Maybe slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But that's probably what they said.
Yeah.
But I mean, so with this whole comment, I mean, I hear a lot of people saying they don't like him because of the way he talks. I love the way fucking Trump talks. He is straight up motherfucker.
I don't.
You don't? Why? Because
he sounds like
he sounds like a retard?
6-year-old.
He does. Very, but he's I mean, he's
wrong.
I mean, yeah, I know his dad was rich. I guess he inherited some money, but he made most of his billions by himself. So he's a big businessman.
He only got a small loan of $1 million.
Just small, but it's $4 billion. It might be more now that the stock market went up 20%. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, the dude may sound like a retard or look like a retard, but
he's a businessman.
He fucking made it, dude. He made it.
He is the
I'm
American
jealous
dream.
of him. He's the fucking president of the United States. He beat Hillary Clinton, which everyone thought was going to be a fucking landslide.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
What?
All right, Casey Helwig looked it up. Our official...
Our official researcher.
Accused of violating...
the Tenure of Office Act, among other crimes in the 1867 law. Oh, I gotta read out loud?
Act,
no,
among
I'm
other crimes, the 1867 law... God damn, that's an old dude. Required Senate approval before... President could remove any member...
so he fired someone without congressional approval.
Oh, okay, so... Not too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the way he talks. I mean, yes, I know his speeches. Obviously, you can tell he writes a speech. If not, he's got he's got a 6-year-old writing his speeches or something. I mean, it's not Obama or Hitler style or anything like very
Obama
powerful.
Did not write his own speeches.
Oh, without a doubt. But I mean, but before Trump was elected, a lot of people was like, I don't like the way Trump sounds and all that. I was like, you're gonna vote on someone based on the way he sounds or talks? I mean, they're like, well, at least Obama sound like it. I was like, if I was a totally if I was totally unqualified, but I sounded like that. This is what I said to him. If I was totally fucking unqualified, like I was like,
not to say that Obama was unqualified.
Okay, well that's something else. He was president too.
He was president.
But I mean, he was totally unqualified, and he could talk good. People voted for him. That makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
What makes you think Obama wasn't qualified?
I didn't say that. I don't think he wasn't qualified. I was just saying if he was unqualified and he could just speak.
Legitimately, you just have to be a certain age and born here in America.
Correct.
To be a president.
And
so
Trump proved it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, and with other stuff that we're going to get into, like funding and all that stuff, most people like me can't run for president because, maybe I don't have that outreach. I don't have the funding. I don't have a big bus or a private jet to get me everywhere. And all that. I mean, I guess neither did Bernie Sanders, but now he's got all the funding.
Oh, don't even. No, Bernie Sanders is loaded and was loaded
I'm sure
before this.
He's got a good tax guy. He's got a good estate guy that gets
the
some
1%.
money.
The 1%. The 1%. He only paid what, like 12 or 13% on his taxes.
I thought senators don't have to pay taxes.
Everyone has to pay taxes.
I thought it was reduced taxes.
Everyone has to pay taxes.
Oh, okay. That's cool. See, something I learned now. So I guess obviously it was talking about Haiti on here. He said, because he tweeted later Friday morning, never said anything derogatory. Never said anything derogatory about Haitians other than Haiti is obviously a fucking poor and troubled country, which it probably is. I've never been there, but seeing photos, I mean, I've seen some photos where it's beautiful, and then I've seen the shit after like hurricane and all that shit, and it looks awful. Which you would think it would, like just like Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico looks totally awful, and I've actually been to Puerto Rico, and seeing the pictures after the hurricane.
It's
pretty bad.
devastating. It's
And then
very
seeing the
sad.
people having to
Yeah.
act like that, and it's just another reason why we live in a good country too. And I'm not saying anything bad about United States. It could be like, you can have, I guess, what some people say a shit president. If you believe that, it's still one of the greatest, if not the greatest country in the world to live in. The fact that you can do anything.
You can say,
Or say-
that our president is shit makes this a great country.
Yeah, well, if you're in Russia and
Nope.
said that like on Twitter and you actually lived in Russia, you'd probably be shot, right? Or something, or at least they
you'd go
probably
missing.
talk to you. They talk to you, right?
No,
or you go missing,
you'd
right?
probably
They don't
go
give a
missing.
fuck. Yeah.
Like the guy who fucked up the Olympics, he went missing.
No, I thought he's here. They had a Netflix, Icarus. That was the guy that he didn't fuck up the Olympics. He is the head steroids dude.
No.
Are you
I'm
talking about someone
I'm
else?
talking about when the Olympics was in Russia and something with like the lighting got fucked up.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, that guy disappeared.
Well, he's a dickhead, man. Lighting's everything. Doesn't everybody know anything?
Does he deserve to die?
Yeah, because on Netflix they had the since it was Russia and everybody knows that Russia did the steroids.
I say let the Olympics, let them all roid. That'd be beautiful.
Well, there's so much. I mean, this is not a
we've
nutrition
reached-
podcast, but there's so
Yeah.
much in there in the testing that can get by. But this dude straight up manipulated the testing, basically snuck into where their piss tests were, swapped them out with the clean piss. I mean, we're talking about a bottle that is like if you watch it, Icarus on Netflix. The bottle is like foolproof. You cannot. There's just one fucking tool that opens it, and these guys somehow opened it.
They got it
without breaking the fucker.
They invested a lot of money to cheat, as they did.
Yeah.
They
Well, then they got they steal plenty of money, or at least that's what they say. I don't know how they get the money.
I don't
Businesses
know
and all
politics.
that. So yeah, Haiti. So the shithole. So he's talking about shithole, and I guess it's just the wording because everyone's saying this guy is not fit, all that stuff. Maybe, I don't know.
I do like.
He hasn't. We're not dead. We're still here. I'm doing this thing on Facebook, so it's obviously not that bad. Okay.
I promise.
And, I'm gonna give you some likes, Casey. I'm gonna give you some likes, buddy, because you're helping me out again.
Yeah.
But with me being frank, I cuss and all that. If fucking Trump was like a Roman Catholic, didn't cuss or anything, he'd probably say these are very, very bad countries and they need our help or some shit like that instead of shithole. If it was me, I'd probably say something worse. Like, these fucking places are suck. They're shitholes. I would not want to live there. They're fun on the resorts, but that's the fucking resort. That's not where people live.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's like Cuba. Like, you literally get in Cuba, you get paid more working at a resort than you do if you're a doctor.
yeah. Oh, here we go. It says Senator Dick Durbin,
It is
Democrat from Illinois, which is doing very bad, confirmed the remarks, saying, not paraphrasing, this is quotations, said these hate-filled things, and he said them repeatedly, end quote. But two immigration hardliners, Republican Senators Tom Cotton and David Perdue, yeah, they sound like Republicans, said they do not recall the president.
Is he part of the Purdue chicken people?
I don't know. We'll
I'm
have to look into
at
that. Casey, look into that.
He's the only one watching.
But these guys, these are Republicans, saying, quote, open quote, do not recall the president saying these comments specifically, close quote. That's something that I would think that.
All right,
I mean,
because
so that kind of is leaning. If we're conspiracy theorying this thing is, I'm pretty sure he said it.
You think he said it?
I think he's fucking said it. I think he said something worse. I think he said this shithole cunt of a country.
I don't think we should get caught up on language.
No. Because I have nowhere to talk
I
my
think
language.
there are, definitely.
Unless you're talking about how he said it, as far as the quotations.
Now, if this had been like, this was a private meeting. This wasn't, an address to the Haitian people. Like, he didn't go to the Haitian.
Yeah,
he didn't go to Haiti and like,
yeah.
This place is a shithole. I can't do Trump. I can't do. You do it.
I'm not in it. I was actually thinking of Obama, so I might end up doing an Obama. Haiti is not a shithole country. I truly believe in Haiti and what Clinton are doing. Anyways,
if Obama truly believed that, why did he send?
Oh, hold on. So Haiti was something, and then here it says in a separate part of the conversation about the diversity. Trump referred to people coming from Africa as coming from shithole countries. Obviously, this is just off of
hearsay.
CNN, so I don't know. But this is just
it's all hearsay.
So I guess he was talking down to Haiti, but I think the shithole countries is Africa, people coming from Africa.
African countries. Africa is not a country; it's a continent.
Or a continent, but I guess these people.
He's talking about African countries.
Yeah, African countries.
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly talking about it. This is quoted in.
He's not wrong.
I don't think. I mean, I've never been to Africa. Have you?
Have I ever? No, I've
never been. But I've seen, like, obviously you're gonna see the nice place, like Morocco. Morocco looks beautiful. I don't probably want to go to Nicaragua. Or not Nicaragua, Nigeria. That's Central America.
Yeah.
South America, I might go. I mean, I don't know. I
have
probably
desire to go to any of these places. Those are long air flights, and
I'm gonna travel, dude. I don't mind. But I just
who not Kanye. Akon. Akon's down in Africa building electricity stuff.
He's doing more than what these fucking
the UN
UN and all these people. I mean,
UN
he's basically creating these cities and
children.
Power for people. I mean, good for you, Kanye.
Yeah.
Or not Kanye, Akon.
I know, I did the same thing.
He's probably got like
now everyone
people
thinks
working
we're
for him.
racist.
And I actually have like products here that were made in Africa, like the what is it, the equal pay or whatever, equal pay shit. Where they pay them, I guess, an American wage, which is a fucking shit ton of money.
Yeah,
Especially
in those countries. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if they do that for a year, I'm sure they can like buy a
and that is
castle
that is the beauty of the free market. I mean, he's not getting anything out of it. He is just going to help people out of the goodness of his heart. Okay. And that's a beautiful thing.
So DACA, I don't have the paraphrase. DACA.
All right.
Protects hundreds of thousands of young undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as children from deportation.
Yeah,
so that's what it protects
the dreamers.
Yeah, the anchor babies.
So why are we talking about Africa?
I don't know, dude. This is what doesn't make sense and all. I mean, it's really, a meeting about protecting the kids.
About the DACA.
Supposedly, and then it turns into, I guess, I mean, I don't know. I guess he's going to send kids back to Africa or Britain or Europe, Russia, Mexico.
Most African people who come from Africa are the Nigerian. I don't know. I've only met Nigerians.
I mean,
they're very
people
nice people, and they're usually very well educated.
Yeah.
So I don't think he was talking.
People from India come here. They go to Silicon Valley, Stanford, all that stuff. Get their degree, basically create a company or whatever. Come back to India. This is what I read on tech because I'm a big tech guy. Come back there and basically that's why India's populating and they're like coming up number 4 and a lot of stuff coming up on us and catching up because they got the people. They're starting to get the technology and funding and
the upper class of India is coming over, not the
correct.
They're in they have a caste system and
correct. Yes.
Only certain people can actually even
that is
travel
true.
like that.
Yeah, it's just like on half of my side, I'm half Filipino, and I know like a lot of Philippines. They actually come here and work and send money back to help support because, I mean, the Philippines, fuck, for $1 you can buy like a whole feast. American dollar, probably not, probably $5 you can buy a whole feast.
My neighbor used to send her dad like boxes of cartons of cigarettes.
Yeah.
To the Philippines.
But regardless, I mean, this is one of the best places to live, and if you have to help out your family elsewhere, like Mexico, South America, you can do that easily and still make a living. And and of course DACA, on paper sounds good, and a lot of the government committees and programs sound good. I mean, DEA, I guess, or not DEA. Anyways, but a lot of them is the energy.
EPA.
EPA totally sounds good, but looking into it and what they spend, they're pretty much just wasting money. They're technically a waste of money. If you look on it on a business standpoint, in American tax dollars, if you can look at that ledger, you'd be like, what the fuck are we doing? And
I mean, we're in
a
hole
deficit.
As a country.
Huge deficit.
Just, I mean, $21 trillion.
It's ridiculous.
It's no chicken. What?
I don't know. Casey Hellwig reporting. Casey Hellwig reporting live. No chicken, just Sara Lee, Reebok, and Dollar General. What is that?
What?
I don't know if he's commenting on us.
I don't know what he's talking about.
But so I have no idea. Like I said, this is a closed thing. But how it turned, if it's supposed to be about a meeting about protecting young people, and he says shithole countries,
No chicken?
Casey,
The Purdue
pause.
guy.
Oh, the Purdue guy. Just Sarah Lee, Reebok, and Dollar General.
Oh, thank you. Specify.
You're welcome.
Oh, baby's sleeping.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, so just to wrap this up, it just seems way out of proportion. People, I guess, until the next one. Oh, what were we talking about as far as you said it was a cover up? We were talking about this before. You think
yes.
it's a cover up
Yeah,
for which
it's
actually did
definitely
happen? What happened?
Trump has a surveillance plan, and it was up in the House. Basically, it's search and seizure without warrants of emails, phone calls, on everyday citizens, and that has been extended up for the next 6 years.
Wasn't that something Obama initiated for the surveillance for terrorist reasons? But it's technically going against our rights, our Constitution, our constitutional rights.
Search and seizure without a warrant.
Probably one of the biggest things, one of the reasons why we did go into a revolutionary war with Britain was them coming into our house and doing whatever they can because they can. Mm-hmm. And all that, so that's a pretty big deal.
The primary reason we went to war with Britain was taxation without representation.
Yeah, that was one of the big things. But there's the right to bear arms. People technically weren't. I guess
those were
mixed,
the Constitution. That's
soldiers coming into the
things
house.
we wanted.
Soldiers coming into the house. All that stuff.
Yeah,
we're talking quietly because there's a baby sleeping.
He's talking quietly. I don't care.
Okay,
my kid.
But.
Yeah, just talk. He's fine.
Yeah. So it was. So you think it was to? This was a big outlandish by who? By who to cover up? The Democrats or?
Well,
the left,
Democrats
right?
could have killed this. They could have said
the
no.
Globalist?
For people saying that Democrats hate Trump and they never want to do anything with Trump, 55 Democrats voted with the Trump camp.
That's fact?
Fact.
Okay, cool.
55 Democrats voted with the Trump camp, and they have the opportunity to say, no, this is bad, this is against the Constitution. No, because...
Which it is, if you think about it.
It is. Following politics long enough, you'll learn that Democrats, Republicans want the same thing. They just have different ways of going about it. They all want power and money. They want the federal government to be as powerful as possible and control everything. And they just have different ways of going about it.
Sounds almost communist. Right? We'll get into that later, but anyways.
Later.
So you think this was the Democrats cover up or overall cover up? I don't think the Republican would want to cover this up.
It was an overall cover up. It was like people,
because maybe like everybody,
the Trump camp thinks the media hates Trump, and they just want to bash Trump. I think it's a ploy. It's all a distraction. Like, no doubt about it, the media outlets on a whole are very liberal. You saw this with the way they treated Obama and how much they covered up for Obama. But if you look at it, they cover for Trump too. They focus on this minute nothing. Oh, how much have we heard about Russia? Oh, Russia. But there's nothing there. There's absolutely.
I hear it from other sources,
nothing.
but not from the big people that you actually can see on TV.
CNN still covers Russia.
Yeah.
They.
No, I'm just saying, like what you're talking about. Like you're saying that they focus different. The way that they focus is based off of what these big corporations, but these big news moguls like CNN and Fox, who owns them and all that stuff, and how they direct people's views, and it's ridiculous on how people take these views and just focus their whole regime and their life around it. And I hate hearing about it, but I mean, it's that whole sheeple concept that people just get fucking flocked into this shit, and it's obviously working on most people, and it's creating total mixture and all that. So that's the whole conspiracy behind that. So
it's a divide and conquer mentality of the government, and this is me with my tinfoil hat on. So
That's another podcast, conspiracy. No, I'm just
Are we
joking.
doing conspiracy?
I'm just joking. I would love to. Casey
Oh,
wants to do
Casey
one. We should have like a
looks
round
so
table.
happy.
But let's wrap this thing up.
Yeah.
So this whole thing, the shithole fiasco.
Yeah.
What's your
podcast so
yeah
far?
what's your ending? That hurts. What's your ending?
We'll get
of,
better, I promise.
Bring it
It's
home.
nothing. It's so not important.
It's not.
If he called it a shithole country,
It sounds like soccer mom morning coffee.
big old nothing burger. That's right.
Yeah. It's not, it sounds like gossip, like
Yeah,
fucking, what's that?
it's water cooler
What's
gossip.
that View gossip morning show
God,
or
I hate
something?
that shit.
That's what it seems like, and
Yeah.
there's more, like you said, there's more important thing,
things.
which in the background was was it the House or Senate denying?
House.
The House saying nay
Yeah,
or voting down on the voting no on
the reform
the
of
reform
the
to
surveillance
protect our fucking
privacy.
So and yeah, so do you think it's just
It's just how
just another week of stupid
yeah.
from the media?
Yeah.
Or would you say from
our government? I think
our
as
go-
our
so as a
government
whole,
and our
government
media
whole.
work together. That it may not seem like it with Trump as much as it did with Obama, but they still work together.
I don't know. I got the sense from both. It just seemed more positive with Obama.
It is, yeah, exactly. Because
Like I said, I wasn't political at this time, but it just seemed everything was
You
good. Now
didn't
everything
hear-
seems chaos with the media, but I don't listen to the
world's
fucking
gonna
media
end,
or
yeah.
100%.
I do.
If I do, well, besides that, it is very comical and entertaining. But if you
wanna get the real news,
yeah.
C-SPAN. It's boring.
'Cause
Well,
they literally
to most
focus-
people, it's
yeah.
boring.
they focus in literally on the House floor
Yeah,
or the Senate floor,
They just
and that's it.
yeah.
It's just what they say. So there you got video evidence of that, which is what it should be. It's not basically through the grapevine
Yeah.
and a good
Analysis
flashy title
and
that
all
some
that,
intern
yeah.
wrote up. Yeah, but coming in, I think is like you said, it's just entertainment. I think it's
funny.
total. I mean, it's basically all media.
Depending on where you fall,
government. You know, I still think has a lot of work to do. They've been doing good stuff in the past. Tax reform. They're still arguing and bitching about party. So it's just another fucking big old tree tipped over the road, and it's a small one compared to
yeah. Big
this
shit.
past year since Trump's been in office, with all the
Yeah.
shit that's been falling down, which we'll go more into in the normal videos and talk abouts. But I think it's just just another day in the life of America and the media and shit, and we just got to deal with it. And it'll probably be something. I mean, every day Trump says something, so it'll just be another tweet. It's just another fucking. To me, to wrap it up, it's just another fucking treat. There are shithole or tweet. Sorry, Asian coming out.
That's racist.
I can be racist. Fuck it. I'm racist against myself. That'll probably be a new thing, being racist against yourself. People tell me what the fuck I can do.
That's actually already a thing. It's internalized racism.
God damn it! Now I gotta look up that shit too. So yeah, it's just another tweet. Yes, there are shithole countries in the world.
Yeah, there are.
I don't know for a fact. I've never been there because I won't fucking go there.
I don't want to go.
I won't go there. I don't want to go to Haiti. I'll go to Virgin Islands. I'll go to Jamaica or Bahamas. You know, they might be shithole countries, but at least they're beautiful, and I have a nice resort
Hey,
there.
my best friend's from Jamaica.
Okay, calm down. Patriarchy. Or matriarchy, whatever it is. See, I don't even know.
I don't know what you're
better at
talking
it.
about right now.
But anyway, so just another tweet. There are shithole countries in this world, and look forward to the next vlog. So that's it. We're wrapping up.
The world's not going to end.
The world's not going to fucking end. Stock markets will make a correction. Cryptocurrency is here to stay.
It's just not. Well,
calm down. I'm doing
I don't get currency as a whole.
We will get better. This, I mean, like I said, this is raw.
Yeah.
The other stuff, it will be a lot more edited. This being the first one, maybe better notes. We'll have a better camera.
Yeah.
We're using her her cell phone,
that had
which
all
is
my
the
notes
note,
on it.
which is her notes. So it'll get better. And I had to pull up my stuff and whatnot. But this was just a quick one. It was a fucking tweet. It was a tweet, or not a tweet. It was not a tweet. It was a grapevine saying. Someone said, he said, she said. So this ain't something like tax reform or anything, which we'll get into in the future. So this was
Still
fun.
trying to go through all
This
that.
was fun. It was a good rant. We actually, because we have these rants common, like
Yeah,
every time
we
we
do.
meet up, we talk about the next thing, and we're just losing gold when we don't videotape it. So that's it. See you next time. Vlog number 2.
All right.